New evidence in a bombshell court appearance have deepened the horror of the Devil's Den murders, exposing a suspect with a charming facade and a dark past. So I'm Joseph Morris, back with the latest on the brutal stabbing of Clinton and Cristen Brink that left their two young daughters orphaned. If you're new to this case, hit like and subscribe for more true crime updates. Let's revisit July 26, 2025. 43-year-old Clinton David Brink and 41-year-old Cristen Amanda Brink had moved to Prairie Grove, Arkansas from South Dakota on July 16th, ready for a fresh start. Clinton was set to begin work as a milk delivery driver for Highland Dairy on July 28th, having transferred from Prairie Farms Dairy. That sunny Saturday, they were hiking the 1.5-mile Devil's Den Trail with their 7- and 9-year-old daughters. But 28-year-old Andrew James McGann allegedly ambushed them with a knife in a remote area with no cell signal. Cristen screamed for her girls to run, and a fire dispatcher later leaked to a podcast that they fled until they couldn't hear her screams anymore. The mother, Cristen, at one point actually left the scene to ensure her daughters made it to safety, but then she later returned to help her husband Clinton, only to be stabbed herself. So both parents died on that bloodied trail, heroes protecting their daughters. The police report confirmed the coroner found they both died from stab wounds. A hiker's quick thinking was crucial, per the police report. They found the girls alone, got them to the visitor center, and returned to locate Clinton and Kristen's bodies, hiking out to call 911 at 2:30 p.m. due to no cell service, launching a 5-day manhunt. Another witness, cited in the report, saw a man, likely Andrew, with blood smeared on his face, entering a black Kia Stinger and speeding off on Highway 170. Investigators had been surveilling Andrew's Kia Stinger, nabbing him mid-haircut at Lupita's Beauty Salon in Springdale on July 30th. Former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer praised the move, saying, "Smart move by LE to arrest the accused Devil's Den murderer without warning and when Andrew McGann least expected it. You want to avoid any chance of a barricade situation or shootout, so at his home would not have been wise." End quote. On August 1st, 2025, Andrew appeared at Washington County Courthouse in a striped jail uniform, confirming only his name.
Are Andrew James McGann? Yes. You're in front of me today, sir, for your first appearance at Arkansas Local Criminal Procedure 8.1. You have two charges currently being against you under Washington County Circuit Court, both for attempted murder. You should know you have the right to represent an attorney. A free attorney will explain you can't afford one, and you're not required to say anything today. Anything you say will be used against you. You also have a right to communicate with counsel, your family or friends, and a reasonable means will be provided for you to do that. I've been presented with an affidavit of indigency this morning from Mr. Parrish. I'm going to sign off on that and appoint the public defender's office to your case.
The judge appointed a public defender, issued a no-contact order with the Brinks' family, and ordered him held without bail until his arraignment on August 25th. Arkansas has the death penalty, and prosecutor Brandon Carter told reporters the state will not waive it, citing aggravating factors for a jury to decide. The probable cause affidavit is stark, stating Andrew made a plan to attack and kill with deliberated purpose, backed by his taped-over license plate, knives found in his apartment which are being sent away for DNA testing, and a confession that he didn't know the Brinks, but he did admit to murdering them. And it says here in the probable cause affidavit that when they arrested him at the barbershop, investigators noticed in speaking with McGann that there were several cuts on his hands. And when investigators entered the vehicle, a substance appearing to be blood was observed inside the vehicle. And this is why Major Stacy Rhodes called him sloppy at the police press conference. Now let's get into Andrew's past because it is very alarming. He taught 4th grade at Donald Elementary in Flower Mound, Texas in 2022 to 2025, where parent Sierra Markham filed a complaint with the superintendent after her son overheard Andrew say to a young girl, quote, "If you were older, I would love to marry you," end quote. He was placed on leave for, quote unquote, poor classroom management and student favoritism, end quote, which sounds like a euphemism to me because it sounds like he had a thing for little girls. Andrew actually ended up resigning quietly in May 2023 on his own accord, and no misconduct was proven, and I would like to know if there was actually any investigation. He taught at Spring Creek Elementary in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma in 2023 to 2024, and Sand Springs, Oklahoma in 2024 to 2025, leaving both of those positions voluntarily. And how did he get those positions after what went down in that North Texas school? In 2025, he was hired as Andrew McGann, which is a pseudonym, it sounds like, at Bayeri Elementary in Springdale, Arkansas, but hadn't started teaching and so came into contact with no kids, and thank God for that. That name change, of course, raises serious questions about dodging accountability for his alleged attraction to young girls. I mean, why was he hired after these red flags came up? Like, do schools just not communicate with each other through a database? Because in that case, I would recommend getting one. On Hinge, a dating app, he wrote, quote, "I hype myself up by ripping through my favorite playlist," end quote, and asked for good trails to run, which is eerie given the trail attack that just happened. And I was actually reading on Facebook, there's women commenting that they actually matched with him and were communicating with him before his arrest, which must be so unsettling to have happen to you. You definitely dodged a bullet if that's the case. At Donald Elementary, he posted about joining the Dolphin family as a 4th grade teacher with a degree from Oklahoma State University and Tulsa substitute experience. And sleuths actually dug up that traces of Andrew McGann's alleged misconduct was scrubbed from the internet, which raises a lot of questions like, was a school district trying to protect their reputation after all this news came out? This misconduct fueled former FBI agents Jennifer Coffindaffer's theory. Was Andrew targeting the Brinks' daughters? His alleged fixation on young girls, plus the premeditated gear, gloves, double backpacked, taped license plate, suggests intent. So a commenter actually on my last video theorized that the double backpack was to carry one of the girls in the duffel bag, making Coffindaffer's abduction theory hit harder. Did Clinton and Cristen's fierce resistance foil his plan? It's a haunting possibility knowing about his past. The investigation underway is relentless. DNA from the trail's blood trail, likely from Andrew's injuries, matches his, and items in the apartment align with a hiker's photo of his gear. And a sleuth pointed out that he was wearing this North Face shirt, which I'm curious to know if that is one of the items found in his apartment. The FBI is assisting, and Devil's Den trails remain closed. It was also revealed by police that social media has caused trouble. Major Stacey Rhodes criticized keyboard warriors, noting a dispatcher was fired for leaking 911 call details to a podcast, including how the girls escaped. And she also hinted at another leak by a witness describing the Kia Stinger, and she didn't want that information to go out to the public because she didn't want Andrew to know that they were onto him. Because that's actually how they caught Andrew, by surveilling his vehicle. The police were surveilling his vehicle and they found him at that barbershop. Of course, this community of Northwest Arkansas is furious, with ex-posts calling Andrew a monster. And yeah, just looking at his eyes, he definitely has those kind of psycho eyes. Just looking at his face, I would definitely not hire this guy to teach elementary students. In Miles City, Montana, where the Brinks lived for 4 years, locals like Mary Maupin Heinbach mourned the super cool couple, relieved at the arrest. A GoFundMe by cousin Sherry Reed has raised over $24,000 for the girls' future, including their third sister not at the park. And I'll link that GoFundMe below. So here's my take. I mean, this case definitely reveals a flawed system. Andrew's ability to charm as a favorite teacher while facing allegations across states is unacceptable. His Drew name change suggests he evaded accountability, and schools hiring him despite red flags is definitely baffling. I mean, a national teacher misconduct database is critical. Kids' safety is of the utmost paramount. Clinton and Cristen's new life, cut short before his job began, deepens this tragedy. Coffindaffer's theory about targeting the girls fits his history too well, and his DNA may link him to other crimes. Those girls deserve justice, and I'm glad he's locked up with no bail. If you're gripped by this Devil's Den update, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment because I read every single one. Bye, guys.